Hello, and welcome to the Folksmen podcast. My name is Andrew, and I will be your dungeon master today. Join us by the fire as we weave fantastical tales of an ancient land known as Henvlad. The desert of Henvlad stretches out endlessly, its dunes rising and falling like waves frozen in time. The year is 405 BK, a time when the unforgiving land showed no mercy. The storm raged on, swirling white-hot sands into a frenzy that seemed to devour everything in its path. Amidst this maelstrom, a young boy of no more than 10 years old lay sprawled in the unforgiving embrace of the desert. His emancipated form is clad in tattered rags, clinging to him like a second skin. His left arm was bound into makeshift bandages, evidence of a struggle against forces even more relentless than the storm. As consciousness slowly returns, you, Kaelin, awaken to a world of chaos. You cough and sputter, and you fight against the suffocating shroud of dust and debris that chokes the air. Can you roll a constitution check for me as you are coughing?
2.
You wheeze and cough as you take 2 points of damage.
Technically a 1, but yeah.
Okay.
How much?
2. Consciousness slowly returns to you and you awaken to this world of chaos. What do you do?
I stand up, dust myself off.
Right now, a raging sandstorm is quaffing the lands.
What kind of clothes am I wearing?
You're wearing basically tattered rags and you have a bandaged left arm that seems to almost glow in a purplish hue.
I look around.
You look around. Above you, you see through the shifting sands just barely a blurry and dim, sickly green moon casts an eerie glow through the sandstorm, its light distorted by the billowing waves of grit. Suddenly, a searing pain jolts through your hand, radiating towards like tendrils of fire. Agony is surging through your veins and threatening to engulf you entirely. Your fingers tremble as your bandaged arm glows a bit more. Off in the distance, you see fading torchlight.
I make my way over to the torchlight.
You make your way over. Stealthily. As you step through the desert, each step an abrasion on your bare feet. You feel cuts collect themselves on your feet as you see the torchlight a little bit closer. But in the distance, you see over the hilly sands what looks like a body being slowly covered with sand.
I approach the body.
You approach the body. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you approach the body, you hear some chittering behind you.
I turn around.
You turn around, and you see nothing. But then, something, a desert scorpion, flies from the sand. Behind you, the scorpion lurches out. Roll initiative.
Do I have my gear that I have on here, or?
You don't have any gear, but you see the corpse next to you might have a sword.
Okay. That one.
Nat 1. Well, the scorpion
Total
got a 19.
Total 4.
The scorpion got a total of 19, so it's going to go first.
Fuck.
The scorpion bursts from the dust behind you, and it goes to lurch at you with its giant stinger. This is no ordinary scorpion. It's a lot larger than what you're...
So I just had my nothing. Just
You have nothing. Tattered rags.
So...
And it goes to swing at you with an astonishing 6. Misses. The scorpion's stinger swings at you and buries itself in the dirt as you take a dodge action. It's now your turn.
Okay. I look at the body.
You look at the body, you see 2 short swords and a longbow over the dusty corpse. It seems he is wearing shark leather armor.
Shark?
It is a dark leather armor.
Oh, shit, that's cool. Well, it takes a long time to bear armor, so I'll just pick up both the short swords.
Okay.
And I will start fucking swinging.
Start swinging then?
Yeah. I will swing. 1. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that hits.
Yeah. The D6 plus 3. That is 13 damage.
13 damage.
No. I'm stupid. 7.
Is this your offhand since you used your action to pick up the swords? You use your bonus action to swing it?
Oh, then it would be just 4.
Just 4?
Yeah.
To hit? Or
Damage. I
4
rolled a dirty
damage?
20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go, you pick up the swords, one in both hands, and as the scorpion draws near, with your offhand, you go and slicing one of its claws. The scorpion then reels back for another sting. Going to roll here. It's going to do 15 to hit.
And I don't have my
Armor.
armor, so yes, that hits.
15 hits. You reel back. Take a Constitution saving throw.
I suck at these, man. I've always sucked at these. 7.
7. You fail. You take 1 point of piercing damage plus an additional 5 points of poison damage as your vision begins to blur ever more. It is now your turn.
Okay. Fucking bugs. I swing again with my short sword. Oh, that's a 19 actually. That's a 24.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. That is 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yes.
How do you do this?
Well, I would say it snaps onto me with when it hit me, and I let it hold on. And then I cut its claw off, and I spin the other short sword around, and then stab it straight down in the head, pinning it to the sand.
You hear a sound as the scorpion goes limp and falls to the desert floor. You turn your eyes back to the corpse.
I'm holding my wounds, and
You are bloodied and a little bit poisoned, you feel.
I take the armor and the longbow.
As you're
I put on the
continuing
armor.
to loot the corpse, you see as you flip the body over, the dark shark armor. You can see old scars from the shark, and you see the face of the creature. It seems to be an orc.
Spit.
You spit. And he has a backpack as well.
I take the backpack.
You take the backpack and you open it up, and inside you find a map, a handful of copper coins,
Roughly how many?
about 15 copper coins. The sand continues to whip at you as the gritty dirt flies everywhere. You want to make another perception check for me as you're looking around trying to find some semblance of cover.
10.
10. Off in the distance, you see more fading torches and what seems to be illuminating somewhat of a small hut just 50 paces away from you.
Okay. I approach the house stealthily.
In the faint distance, a faint glimmer of hope emerges from the chaos. An ancient structure weathered by time and fortified by resilient sand stands before you. The wall is constructed from weathered sandstone, and it stands defiant against the onslaught of the storm. You see Lanterns, their feeble flames flickering against the encroaching darkness, and they cast an ethereal glow upon the entrance. They beckon like beacons of salvation, promising refuge from the unforgiving desert. With renewed determination, you press forward, your feet sinking into the shifting dunes. Each step brings you closer to the sanctuary awaited within the sandstone walls, a glimmer of hope in the midst of the tempest's fury. As you approach, what did you get for your stealth roll? 10. As you approach, the door busts open. You can see a shadowy figure almost beckoning you in as he's getting berated by the sand.
I approach.
Come in, little one. What are you doing in the sands? It's dangerous out there.
I don't know.
Come inside.
I go inside.
You go inside and he slams the door, almost the wind helping him do so. It slams behind you. Dust fills inside of this small little hut. Inside, you see one bearded man with black facial hair and a little girl standing behind a doorway behind him. What, you are just a child? What are you doing? Why are you alone?
I woke up in the desert.
In the desert?
And, quite honestly, fucking scorpion came right at me.
What is your name, child? You have no name, child.
No name.
The man pauses for a moment, watching you deeply, intently. It's almost like he's trying to read your thoughts. You wanna roll a wisdom check for me?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. What a strange occurrence. No name, no ideas. Your brain is empty, child. And he goes and he kneels next to you, and he looks you in the eyes, and he says, well, my name is John, and this is my daughter, Saraya, the girl that's hiding behind the wall there. She comes out. She has black hair as well, and she's wearing kind of like a nightgown. And he pauses for another moment before speaking, looking you over, and he says, no name, no family. So you are truly alone. You have no purpose.
I believe so.
Takes another pause, and then he says, fine. He dusts you off. You will work for me. In return, I feed you and dress you, yes? As for a name, I will call you Kaelin, after a long-lost friend. Tomorrow morning, I will take you into town in the morning. Once the storm passes, our work will begin. Come now, child. I will show you where to rest.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you go and you take a rest. You feel beaten and battered. Again, the pain on your arm tingles underneath these bandages. You approach the ancient city of Kin with the little girl and John. The landscape transforms from barren expanse of desert storms into a mirage of golden spires, palm trees, and sandstone walls that seem to rise from the very earth itself. The city's silhouette shimmered in the hazy horizon. Behind its two giant suns, aimed against the back, paints the skies in hues of crimson and amber. A warm, dry breeze wisps across the dunes, carrying with it the scent of sun-warmed salt and sand from the nearby coast. The rhythmic lapping of water against the sides of boats echoed in the distance. A gentle symphony welcomed the weary. Kaelin, Saraya says, you say you've never been to the city before?
Hey, I don't think I have.
I recommend you watch your bag there. A lot of crime in the city. So, enjoy it. It is such a fine and decadent place, full of curiosities and wonder.
Thank you for the heads up, but I'll be alright.
No, she's right, boy. Watch your pack. There's something of a guild here, known for thievery and somewhat bloodshed. We'll not talk about it. So as you approach the city, you are met with the walls You see 2 guards standing there, both of human with tan skins, beards, and they wear bronze-adorned clothing. They each have bronze pauldrons and also have, as you approach, to say, "Stop! What are you doing here?" John says back to him, "You know me. Let us through." And he goes and he pulls out of his pocket a glimmering bronze can, almost with the inscriptions of a well on it. And the guards kind of stand straight up, less jokingly, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. We'll let you through." And they go and hoist up the door there. As the door opens, you are met with the canals and the sandstone houses and bustling city. Right in front of center, you see the market, and as it goes off, you see kind of the canals start and boats coming and going through the waters. He says, "Let us go to the doctor. We will check out your wound, and after that, we'll get you to work, okay?" So he goes, and you are walking through the city, and it's kind of overpopulated. You're in a crowd, and you're kind of pushing through that crowd. You want to roll a perception check for me?
16.
16. You notice a smaller gnome-like creature go next to you and bump into your shoulder, and he almost tries to steal your pouch, but you notice it. And he looks at you, and you look at him, and you meet eyes. John turns around, he looks at the gnome, and the gnome just books it. Your pouch is still there.
You better run.
As you go, you finally meet the hospital. Or the medicine tent thing. And he goes and he opens the curtains there, and inside you see a halfling man with a scarred face, and he's wearing this dark shark armor as well. He says, "Oh, top of the morning to you. What's your problem?"
I just show him my hand. I really don't know.
"Oh, what the hell is that?" He goes and he takes your hand and he looks at the delicate carvings, the creases of the webs in your palms. He says, "I've never seen a thing like that before, boy. Look me in the eyes. Now look up. Look down. You seem a bit wary. Something troubles you, boy. I don't know what it is, but here." And he goes into his pouch. "Take this every night. It's called a whisper leaf. It should abate any ailments that this curse may abate. If it is one, I've never seen something like that. The glow is unsettling, though."
What was your name?
"My name? Harold."
Thank you, Harold.
"Boy, now you get to going. John, that will be 5 silver. Didn't expect any less." And John hands him the 5 silver pieces, and you guys go off.
Can I have a conversation with John?
Sure. "What is it, boy? What do you need from me?"
Why did those guards just let you in? Without question.
He goes and he kneels down next to you, and he says, "Boy, my daughter here told you about the well, the Guild of Thieves. Let's just say I am a proprietor of this guild."
Well.
Well. And you will soon be too, as this is going to be your new job. You will serve me as a pickpocket, gatherer of information.
Oh, I don't know if I'm really good at that.
Oh, you will learn. Don't worry, boy.
Okay.
When the years come by, when they go by, you will become an expert thief, just like me. The years go by as 10 years, as you become more and more in tune with the well. They teach you how to stealth around and steal and pickpocket and gather information, work basically as a spy. And you become quite adept in the well, along with your sister now, as he has adopted you as a son. Soraya kind of helps you along your way. You two become your own pair in this wasteland here. The scene opens, and you, Kaelin, are walking through the sewer that is the well. You see these dark sandstone walls with the water rushing through beneath you as you're standing on these bronze grates. and you're walking down this deep hall. You entered through kind of a secret entrance on the outside of the city, just coming back from your most recent heist. You have 2 pockets brimming with tin. You're ready to show your father your masterful work here. Soraya stands behind you. She was kind of your informant on it, and you both palling around. Did you see the look on the guard's face?
He didn't know what fucking got him.
I didn't know. I've always loved these journeys with you, Kaelin. You've always been a good brother to me.
Yes, you're a good sister. Father would be happy.
As you go, keep walking, you see a man hunched over a wooden desk. He's like looking at a map, and he hears your footsteps, and he says, "Oh, you're back already."
It was a lot easier than we thought it was going to be.
Really? Man, that noble never knew what's hit him.
They never do.
I'm surprised. He just decided to leave town for a week? Didn't think anybody was going to steal from him.
Didn't even hire guards or anything. With all this money we stole, he could have.
Right. Strange. Anyway, I got something for you, you and your sister here. I've heard that the rest of the nobles are having a fanciful dinner at the Wailing Dragon on the coast. You've heard of the restaurant, sure.
Of course.
It's a very fancy, uppity place. They're having a banquet, some sort of meeting. I have an idea if you'll sit down with me for a moment.
Of course.
I believe that this restaurant here, they have a vault in the upstairs quarter of this place. You know, these are going to be high spenders, very wealthy. You snuck in there after dark when they're just stopping to eat. Maybe sneak in as a waiter before. Probably hitch that vault pretty easily. You know how to crack safes.
Of course.
Yes, so what do you think? Are you up for it?
I'm always up for free food.
Alrighty. Well, I'll let you do this one. Just you and Soraya this time. I won't interfere, but I will be on the outsides, just watching, in case you need any help, okay? As you go, is there any questions you have for me?
Well, who are the main attractions there we should be looking for?
Well, the prince himself, Sir Roman Garl. You know how he is with the whores and the wenches. You've heard the rumors. From what I've heard, he's brung an entire carton of gold to spend this night.
Wow.
Along with the tin, the gold, maybe some copper pieces. Maybe you seal a waiter's tip or something, you know. That'd be pretty well.
All right.
Righty. And then the scene fades, and you're waiting through the night. Outside, you've acquired a waiter's uniform. And you are just sitting and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. We'll set the scene here. So this is all made of sandstone, but so how would you like to position yourself? Are you going to be sitting on a rooftop? Do you want to kind of sneak in as a waiter? What are you thinking for this heist? Soraya says, I think going through the windows might be good. However, this is your play. You do as you wish.
What are you going to do, Soraya?
I will play as a waitress, kind of garner attentions, gather some tips, maybe some tidbits of detail. Oh, if you wish to do that, I could be the vault cracker. It's up to you.
Oh, no, I was going to recommend you be the waitress.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. I'll crack the vault.
Alrighty.
I've always been quicker than you.
No. This is true. I've always been more of the angry sort anyway. How about this? I will go in just an hour before you. You wait. And I will go and do my flirting and cadavering, and you go up to the vault. What word would you like to use today as your safe word?
Scorpion.
Scorpion. Oh, that's a classic. Okay. Well, let's do it. You go up to the roof, and you wait, and you hear laughing throughout the night, tankards clinking, just a jolly good old time. And Soraya goes in, and she's kind of bustling and waitressing, and you are left alone outside this bustling tavern. The lights upstairs seem to go off, but the lights on the main floor are still on. What do you do?
And this is an hour after?
Yeah.
Okay. I scale the side of the building.
Roll stealth for me.
That's decent. I think it's an 18. Let me do a check. Yep, 18.
18. You are now stealthed. You go to climb up the wall there. You see the sandstone, and some of the sandstone bricks are popping out. You want to roll athletics for me as you go to climb up.
8. Got that
8. You go
4.
and you climb up halfway, and one of the bricks breaks underneath your foot.
Can I try to catch it?
You can try to catch it, yeah.
I don't know how.
You go and you reach down.
Dexterity?
Dexterity.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You go and you catch the brick right before it pounds onto the ground, not making a sound besides the crack initially. You go and you continue up the wall. You want to roll another?
Nat 20!
Nat 20. You go and you scale up the rest of the building, and as you do so, you see a guard turning the corner with a torch, but you just barely make it out, so then you're no longer seen. You're now on the second floor of this building. It seems to be a bar, but it is closed at the moment, as everybody is downstairs. You see a staircase going up, nobody in the room, and it's complete dark.
So, okay, I enter the room.
You want to go upstairs, or you're entering the floor, or...
This is first floor or second?
That's going to be the second floor.
And they said the thing is on the second?
On the top floor.
There's 3 floors?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll enter the second floor.
Okay. So you go, and it's quiet and dark, and you see wooden floorboards kind of line the deck there. You see flagons polished and clean, spit in and wiped and stuff. And you see kind of a lockbox behind the bar as well, along with a bunch of different kinds of alcohol like Devil's Spit and Dragon's Vodka and stuff like that.
Okay. I'll go behind the bar.
You go behind the bar.
And go to the lockbox. And I'll also grab a bottle of Devil's Spit.
You take Devil's Spit. You know this to be a fine whiskey.
Oh, yeah. Father loves Devil's Spit. I unlock the box.
Go to lockpick.
Lockpick. 16.
16. After some trying, you're eventually able to bust it open, and you open the hatch, and inside you see a small pouch of gold, along with a shot glass and a very small bottle of liqueur.
I take all of it.
Take it all.
Oh, yeah.
You get 20 pieces of gold. And upstairs, you go and you find what seems to be this giant safe, kind of the same size as you are, along with barrels and chests and burlap sacks full of what seem to be apples and bananas and stuff like that.
Okay.
You go up to the safe. You want to attempt to lockpick it, or?
I will check it for traps.
All right, check it for traps. 21. You do notice that this has a spring-loaded trap, a piercing trap that kind of enshrouds the major lock on the safe. And if you were to mess up the code, it would strike you.
Okay. I attempt to disarm it.
Roll to disarm.
18.
18. With some skill, maneuver, luck, you're able to disarm the trap. The spring-loaded mechanism discharges, and you notice a vial of poison in there that if you were to have been struck by it, may have put you to sleep.
I take the vial of poison.
Take the vial of poison. You want to attempt to break the safe for me?
Yeah.
It's going to require 3 checks.
11.
11.
Nat 1. And a 19.
As you go to... You put your ear against the safe, and you're kind of clicking the mechanism, trying to get it in shape. And all of a sudden, you hear a faint scream from the bottom deck of Scorpion.
I go. I run.
You run, you're going down the stairs, not caring about sound or anything. You go down the first flight, and in the second flight, you hear swords clashing. You go down, and you see this long table, and you're kind of over here by the carpet. And inside, as you walk down these steps, you see dead nobles lining the table. 4 orcs are de-blooding their blades. You don't see Soraya anywhere in sight.
I don't see Soraya anywhere.
Anywhere. The orcs turn around, they see you, and they go, "Oh, we have another one to kill," and he spins his Kopash. Roll initiative.
Ooh, that's nice. 21. Yeah, boy.
You're going first.
Yeah, boy.
As these 4 orcs immediately see you.
Shit. I'm at the top of the stairs. It's like 10 feet up-ish.
This is the main floor, so the front door is kind of right there as well.
Bonus action. Coat one of my arrows. Dip one of my arrows in that vial.
Of sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will shoot at one of them.
Okay.
That's nice. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I will mark that creature as my favorite foe.
Okay.
7 damage.
7 damage. You go and you fire this arrow, striking straight into the chest. Goes right through the dark shark armor, and he falls over asleep.
Where is she?
Where is who? And then all of a sudden, as one of the orcs goes to run at you, he is tripped from underneath the table, and out comes your sister Soraya.
Did that use the whole vial, or?
You feel like you have 2 uses left of it. She goes and she trips that orc that was going after you. Which one did you shoot out of these 3?
It would have been one of the closest, so
This
probably
guy.
that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's asleep now, and she comes out from under the table, tripping him, and she goes and she slams her dagger in that orc's chest, or she's going to attempt to. And she does.
And for me being here for a while, orcs are not native.
No, not at all. You haven't seen an orc since that dead body back in the dunes. She does 5 points of damage as she stabs the orc in the chest. And it is the other 2 orcs' turn. They are surprised by this, and immediately this one's going to jump on the table and throw an axe at Soraya here. The bronze axe goes and it hits her right in the back, dealing 5 points of damage. She goes and she... the other orc is going to go, and he is going to go right up against her, and he's going to swing at her. And he's going to miss. His blade meets nothing but air until finally collapsing onto the orc that has been tripped below him. Doing 2 damage. It is now your turn.
All right. I'm going to stow my longbow and then pull out my short sword. Actually, this guy's just prone.
Yeah, he's prone.
But he's like down the stairs. I have to like hop the stairs.
Yeah.
Can I like hop the stairs?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Do I have to like make acrobatics or something like that?
Sure.
Oh, never mind. 21 again. No,
21.
22.
You go dashing
Yeah.
through the stairs. You take a leap and you go and you flip your blade around and you're about to plunge it into him.
Okay, and roll a hit. 18.
18 to hit. That hits.
8 damage.
8 points of damage. How do you do this?
I run over to the railing of the stairwell, and I plant my left arm on the railing and jump over it. And while I'm falling, I do a quick little spin through the air, and then at the end of my spin, it lands and cleaves his head off.
Alrighty. You do this, and as soon as you do this, all of a sudden the whole building rumbles as you hear crashing outside.
Soraya, what is going on?
I do not know.
Why are there fucking orcs here?
They just came through. I went to go get another glass for them. And then, oh, this happened. The nobles are dead. Look, Roman himself. You see Roman with an axe just straight into his chest. And as they're talking, Soraya is going to go for the next attack since it's her turn. She's going to hit. Runs over to the other orc while this is happening. And she deals 5 points of damage as she sinks the dagger into his chest. I do not know, brother. We must get out of here as soon as possible.
I agree. We gotta take care of these fucking orcs first.
The other 2 orcs. So this orc's going to stand up. So this orc's only going to go then. And he's going to attack Soraya again. Going to hit. And he does 5 points of damage. And as he strikes her, he's going to say, You humans, you've earned this. For the blood of my grandfathers. And now it's your turn.
Okay. I hand her my other short sword that I have. I have 2.
Okay.
I hand her that, and I say, that's a lot better than your dagger. Use this.
She goes and she takes it as she is ready her next swing.
I'll flank this guy.
Okay.
Even though the other guy's behind me, but that's fine. And then I will short sword him in the back. 22.
22, that hits.
And then a d6. 7 damage.
7 points of damage. How do you do this?
So as I'm running past my sister, I just toss her a sword and it spins through the air. Really cool.
And she catches it.
She catches it. And then the orc swings at her and she parries the shot, the hit with her short sword she just got. And as I run up behind him, I just stab him backwards through the back while facing the other orc.
Alrighty. Well, Soraya's going to go. She's going to take her longer short sword here. She's going to go up and try to strike him. But as she does, she hits the table here. You guys are both staying on the table now. This other orc's going to go here. And he has a great axe. And he's going to swing at you. 17 to hit.
Yes.
Alrighty. His great axe comes down onto you, dealing 14 points of damage.
Jesus. Alright.
And he goes and he cleaves at your shoulder. You feel your blood pouring out almost. The sleeping orc is going to attempt to wake up after that big crash. And he's going to succeed. He's going to stand up and face you directly. He's going to use the rest of his movement to go over and swing at you. But still groggy, he swings and he hits the table. It is now your turn again.
Okay, I will swing at the one that we're flanking. So that's advantage. 13 to hit.
It barely hits.
Damn. That's 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Alrighty. He is still up.
Okay.
It is now Soraya's turn. She's going to go and strike that orc now with advantage. And she is going to hit, dealing 7 points of damage. She goes and she plunges her blade into the heart of the orc from behind, and he keels over. You hear another crashing boom sound from outside as you begin to hear swords clang. The other orc is going to go. And he's going to miss again. He's extremely groggy. It is your turn.
You gotta hit at least one of those, my friend. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to sleep forever now.
Just know your civilization will fall, human.
12.
12. That does not hit.
Fuck.
Soraya's gonna go. She's gonna hit the orc, dealing 6 more points of damage, and he falls over. You hear more crashing and booms from outside.
Soraya, we
have to get out of here.
got to leave.
Screw the gold.
I got some, but not all of it.
Not all of it? Okay. Let us go. And she goes to the front door. She opens it. And as she does, meeting her on the other side, you see over her shoulder a bald orc with pointy ears and eyes full of fury. He's very angular features, and he wears a dark bronze armor, wielding 2 kopeshes. Oh, what is this? Simple girl, I see the nobles are dead. You see over his shoulder fire lying the city behind him. What's 2 more dead?
Pull out my bow
Pull out your bow.
and coat it in sleep. Poison.
Okay. He's gonna go. He's going to attack Soraya immediately. For a critical hit. He is going to get a 57 on the... He is going to disarm her as he goes and he slashes at her hand first, knocking the short sword out of her hand. And then he's going to strike her for 13 points of damage, and she goes down.
Okay. Shit. I just yell at Soraya. And I shoot at him as best as I can. 21.
21 hits.
Sick. I'm going to use my last favorite foe of the day. And that's a D8 plus a D4 now. That is 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
10 damage. You go and you fire your arrow at this bronze-clad orc. And as it hits his breastplate, it cracks in half.
The arrow does?
The arrow does.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
This will be fun. And as he says this, all of a sudden, since he's still outside, he gets kicked from the side by John. He's kicked back, and you see your father in the doorstep. Son, grab your sister and go. Leave the city. There is no time.
What is happening, father?
We are being besieged by the Orc Armada. Yes, and soon you will die.
Oh, no. I go over to Soraya and cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay.
That's 6 HP.
6 HP. She's up.
Soraya, we have got to go.
But what about father? Do not worry about me, darling. You just go. And you see kind of blood smeared on the side of the face that you see.
We run.
You both run. Where are you going? He's blocking the doorway here.
Is there not a window?
There is a window.
Where?
There's a couple windows, kind of every other square here.
I shoot an arrow through a window and jump through it.
Okay. As you bust out of the glass window, you see all around you orcs cleaving down your fellow citizens. You see families rushing out of their homes with their houses on fire, going to the canals next to them, getting buckets of water to throw at it, and right as they do, they're struck in the back with a flaming arrow. All around you, complete chaos, and all you need to know, or all you do know, is that you need to get out of here.
Is there a gap between us, or just this leading up?
Yeah, so each of them have like a 5-foot gap. Well, it's actually like a 15-foot gap because there's a canal in the center, but you can walk on it on either side. So which way are you headed? You know that let's check my cardinal directions here. There's a gate on the north, south, and west. West, yeah. Not east, because the east is the coast.
This is the coast?
Yeah, that's the coast.
We go this way.
Okay.
And we're running just... I look to my left, I look to my right.
You see two orcs to your left and right, and what you also see is your father who's dueling this orc over here, wearing plate armor, and as you look, you catch eyes with him. The orc goes and brings down his sword right onto your father's shoulder blade. He goes down to one knee.
Father!
You meet eyes. Run, son!
Father!
Run!
Soraya, we have to help him!
We should, but there are too many of them.
I'm like...
Soraya's crying right now. Her eyes are puffy, and she sees her father, who is dying before her, off in the distance. But as this happens, another catapult shoots off, and a giant boulder is coming straight towards you. You see it flying through the sky. I need to make dexterity saving throws as this boulder is coming.
16.
16. You succeed. You go and you barely dodge out of the boulder's way, taking no damage. And all you know is you need to run.
I run forward, which is this way.
You run
grab
forward.
her hand and run.
You both run forward. Onto your left, you see another orc who's cleaving the head off of a civilian, just going back and back at it. Into your right, another orc who goes and raises his axe up and smashes it right into the shoulder blade of another one of the civilians. You go and you see the wall towards the south here. It's about a good 50 meters away.
I dash.
You dash. As you go to take another dash, another catapult is going down, smashing into a house, the wood splinters bursting out. Make a dexterity saving throw.
24.
24. You succeed, and Soraya does as well. And the wood splinters splinter off, and you each take 2 points of damage as you get one lodged right into your shoulder. Alrighty, and you keep running. You go and you see a civilian. He He's trapped under an I-beam, and he reaches out his hand. This building is also made out of wood. He reaches his hand out, and he says, "Help! Help!"
I have Soraya, and I help him.
You go. Both of you go up and try to lift this I-beam.
Lift.
What'd you get?
Strength. Nat 20.
You go and lift
Let's go.
way higher than she does. And the guy's able to crawl out. But he has 2 broken legs. Please, save me. Or at least save my children. They're still inside. And you hear more blades clashing as orcs get closer to you. 2 of them. Do you save or do you run?
I look at Soraya. I look at my very bloodied self. I run.
You run. Soraya books it as well.
As I run, I shoot a bow at one of them.
Roll that.
12.
12. This orc isn't wearing any armor. And he goes and he's rushing at you with his axe. And you go and you shoot his foot.
11 damage.
And he's stuck, pinned to the ground as he's like, "Ah, damn humans! I will beat in your skull!" As the other one's chasing you. And you guys continue to run. You're about 25 meters till you meet the gates here. You see a child being slaughtered by orcs. Orcs firing bows at other humans, and you just see death. You see the gnome, the thief from earlier who tried to steal from you, getting cleaved in half by an orc.
Karma.
And you continue to run.
Oh.
You finally reach the gates and you see a giant hole blown through it as you see a battering ram with orcs. Both sides of the walls seem to be climbable. Otherwise, you might meet your bloody doom.
Alright, I just go. You said there's a hole just in the wall.
There's a hole in the front gate where through it you see a battering ram where they just knock the door open.
Oh yeah, I'll go through there. Can I stealth? Am I in a place I can like kind of do a little hiding?
It is night, and there's only flickering torches. You feel as if you could extinguish one and be fine.
I just tell Soraya that we need to hide.
She goes to take the hide action, succeeding.
17.
You both succeed, and you're going through the front door here.
Yeah, stealth.
You stealth through, and you see one orc who's still at the battering ram. The rest went inside, pillaging the village here. And you see he's kind of tying up knots, getting the thing ready to go, and he does not see you.
So he's just stealth past him.
Stealth past him. Both of you eventually escape the city, booking it. Once the orc
I
is
stop
out of
for a
sight.
second and turn and look.
You see your sister welled up with tears.
And I just take in the view.
Our father, our home, our country is gone.
We're all that's left now.
What should we do?
What we've always done. Survive.
Let me think. And you guys are just out of the city's view. You see the blazing, the barrage. You see the armada of orcs on the coast. There are orcish ships. He says, "We should go to Brockenholm. Let the king know."
I agree.
We will survive another day, I hope. Let us seek shelter and be done with this place.
I need to rest.
Hello, my name is Alec and I am playing Kaelin Sandstrider, and thank you for listening to the Folksmen podcast. Content warnings and socials are in the description below. New episode release at 7 a.m. PST every Monday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thank you.